We're going to go ahead and do number 5 in your activity book. So you can do this along with me in your activity book, or you can do it on a whiteboard just to practice. So I have 5/6 times 1 1/3. I need to convert 1 1/3 to an improper fraction. So I'm going to take 3 times 1, so the denominator times the whole number, and then I'm going to add the top. So this problem becomes 5/6 times 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And then the denominator stays 3. I can go ahead and see if there's anything that I can cross cancel in this problem, which I notice a 4 and a 6 are both even numbers. So I can divide 4 by 2 and I can divide 6 by 2. Because remember, to cross cancel, we must do something to a numerator and something to the denominators. We can only do the same thing to the top that we do to the bottom. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I can go ahead and do my multiplication. 5 times 2 is 10, and 3 times 3 is 9. I end up with an improper fraction that I need to convert back to a mixed number. So I'm going to divide the denominator into the numerator. Remember, this is a division bar. Even though it is a fraction bar, it is still a division symbol, so we're dividing 9 into the 10. 9 into 10, or 10 divided by 9. So 9 goes into 10 once. 1 times 9 is 9, with 1 left over. The 1 comes up to be the numerator, and the 9 stays the denominator. Right over there. So my answer to this problem is 1 1/9. I'll go ahead and do number 7, and then you're going to do some practice on your own. So in this problem, I have 2 numbers that both need to be turned into improper fractions so that I can multiply. So 4 times 1 plus 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So my new numerator is 7. Again, the denominator stays the same. We're not changing the number of pieces, we're just changing the way it looks. 4 times 2 plus 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So remember, I'm multiplying 4 times 2 because there's 4 pieces in each whole. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 9 is on the top, and I still have a 4 on the bottom. I cannot cross cancel these 4s because they're both on the bottom, so now I just have to multiply. Remember, multiplication of fractions is numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 7 times 9 is 63, 4 times 4 is 16. I would then need to turn this into an improper, or into a mixed number, especially if I am asked to simplify the problem. I would need to do some division. Remember, when I'm dividing, I'm going to divide the denominator into the numerator. So I'm doing 16 into 63. I can think about this like 20, 40, 60. I'm going to guess there's about 3 groups if I'm rounding and estimating. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I end up with 48, so I'm going to subtract to see if that works. So I'm going to borrow from the 6, this becomes a 5, and the 3 becomes a 13. This becomes a 5, 5 minus 4 is 1. So I have 15 left over. This again is going to come up to be the numerator, and the denominator stays the 16. I use the same denominator I had before, so the answer to this problem is 3 15/16.